All right, so the topic today is it's about snitching. There's a lot of talks that's going around that's hot right now with the Young Thug situation. Now, I know you two don't really know much about him, but just to sum it up, Young Thug is one of the hottest rappers right now, and he is getting charged with a RICO case. And basically, they're trying to charge him with racketeering and gang activity, so forth and so forth. Now, he getting hit with charges that was made to bring down mob bosses, right? Remind you, this is a state RICO, not federal. I don't think it's federal. I think it's just for the state of Atlanta, I believe, or Georgia. I mean, but one of his artists, Gunna, he basically for him to post bail and get let go, he had to admit to a couple things. He admitted that YSL was more than a record label; it was a gang, or that they did gang activities, so forth and so forth. So people are not trying to label him a snitch, for one. Also, um, the most important thing, if he also agreed, if when trial come, if they feel like they need to have him testify, they can pull him at any time. So he agreed to testify against Young Thug if they need him. But some people is labeling him as a snitch, some people is not. But then we could fast forward a couple years, and that happened in the past with a rapper named 6ix9ine with the rainbow hair. He participated in gang activity, so forth and so forth. Most of the stuff he started, so forth and so forth. Things got hot, he snitched. No matter what the situation was, he snitched. Everybody was quick to label him that. My thing is, I don't think in the time now where people really don't care if you're snitching or not. It just depends on your popularity, for one. But we can go back farther when T.I. got caught with the guns and everything. It was allegations back then, but nothing ever came out until as of late, right? Um, this is recently. It came out that can y'all see this?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is basically how he got that year in the day.
Nick Cannon did that to look up.
Going through the court precedent. And so we caught no gun cases to that. And, my lawyer said, well, I can make everything go away if it was Tramel's. After he had passed, I had a talk with him.
And what to say?
Say, I take all the charges you got. If you can walk away free and put it on me, goddamn right.
So is that what boys get about because you put it on?
No, hell no.
Okay.
No. Don't nobody even know about that. I just.
All right.
So is that considered?
It's a little confusing.
No, it ain't confusing.
At face
he
value,
says,
the words
after
that
my
he
cousin
said.
died, I talked to him. He said, I'll take all the charges
He
you
talked to his
got.
cousin after his cousin died, so he's being
After
funny.
his cousin died, he's talking to him
Yeah, so
spiritually.
he just put it on his cousin.
I got you.
I mean, it sounds like to me he got a bad motherfucking lawyer that can put all them charges on a dead motherfucker. Shit, that ain't snitching. Dude dead. That's strategy.
So it's not snitching.
That ain't.
That one is the sense of, that's just morals or whatever. His moral code, like, you know what I'm saying, you tarnishing your cousin's name. However, if he know that him and his cousin into certain and this and that, he know, man, for real, this cuz already with he ain't tripping about this shit. He already know, like, nigga, this the right thing for you to do, nigga. Shit, I'm dead. They can't do shit with me. You know what I mean? Then it is what it is. Like I said, either way it goes, at the end of the day, that's still between him and his cousin. Even though his cousin ain't alive no more, that's still between him and his cousin. They might meet again, or depending on what kind of spiritual system is real or not around here. But But as far as him snitching, I mean, it's a different story. If his cousin was alive and his cousin was doing some real time behind this, or some time behind this and all that, and all that, then yeah, outside would look at that and be like, man, he a snitch. He snitched on his cousin and shit. You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker got a chance to talk to his cousin on some personal shit, might even find out that's how his cousin feel about it. Like, yeah, he a snitch. That's why I'm sitting in this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
All right,
But at the end of the day, that would still be between them.
So let me
The only
ask you.
involvement I would have, let me say this, I'm sorry. The only involvement I would have in that situation is that I would look at it and say, I know not to do no dirt with T.I. Other than that, I ain't got shit else to say about it.
So let me ask you a question, right? So what if like you regular dude, don't get into nothing. You ain't in the streets, nothing like that, right? But you just can't help your environment where you you just can't help your environment where you brought up in, right? So you got friends that's in the streets and stuff like that, right? You with your friend get into some BS, get you involved because you with them. So you associate, you know. You get the charges, but the cops tell you basically, you know, you gonna face this time. But you know, and you tell. Is that snitching?
Can I ask you a question? Your example, real quick.
Yeah, he's gonna have to define some.
So that's two people. The one cat is already into shit. The other person is just with him. He's not benefiting. He's not benefiting from the crime at all. He just happens to be with him, right?
Right.
No, yeah, he supposed to sing like a motherfucking bird. Shit.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like, so it's the friend fault for getting him involved, knowing he ain't about that.
Right.
That was it. I just seen the video. I think it was Charleston Wright. He was saying some stuff about it. I felt him on that. I was just trying to see how y'all feel about that too.
I mean, yeah, if you with some, you know, say you happen to be with somebody and they into some shit and motherfucking, you know, some shit go down, man, I don't know shit about that. I don't know. I was with dude. He picked me up. You know, we ride down the street. I don't know nothing about it, and that shit ain't mine. So I'm hell yes, he is. It ain't mine. I don't give a fuck. Now, flip it around. Them same two people out here grinding, selling 3-4 spanks every couple of days together, splitting the money, having a good time, making the money together. And then, you know what I'm saying, some shit go down, he get to talking. That's snitching.